Welcome to UFG Radio. This is M5 Costa 5 taking over for the Commish this week, coming at you from sunny Tallahassee, Florida, and home of the Knowles. We have a couple things on tap for you today, including the Who's Hot, the Power Rankings, as well as we're going to pick a couple games for you. And I keep saying we because I'm going to bring in my co-host today. All of you know him as Ballsbaby, owner of the Orioles. Ballsbaby, come join us.
Oh. Hey, how you doing there, Costa?
Good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
You doing okay?
I've been doing great.
Orioles are playing well. Orioles are playing well.
We've been playing well lately.
Okay.
We just want to keep it going, you know? Keep a level head and keep it going.
I understand.
Right.
Well, before we get into all the action, of course, as always, there's a couple housekeeping things that we have for you. Remember, guys, we need you to get those games in. It's really important for us to move forward in the season that you make sure that you get those games in, and we don't need the commish on us. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We don't want the commish on our back.
No, I mean,
we don't want him making phone calls, telling us what we need to be doing.
Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, I got a couple games on here that we can't move forward until we get these games in. Week 2, we still have the Mariners and the Twins that have to play, and Week 3, the Blue Jays and Rockies, which we know the Blue Jays has a issue with the PS3. Hopefully, get them back soon.
We need to get that fixed.
And the Diamondbacks and the Mariners. So in Week 2 and 3, the Mariners, you guys gotta play those games so that we can get this thing rolling, so we can start playing more games. So like always, let's get our games in.
That's a great point. Kind of, let's be honest, we don't like doing the housekeeping around here, so let's get right into the action. First, starting off, we're gonna have the Macer's Tourist Suicide Watch List. Now, this is a new segment that we're gonna do coming from you here at UFG Studios. If you've been reading any of the press releases, Angels management not too happy with Macer's Tourist, had to remove the blades from a shaving kit a couple weeks ago, and we just wanted to let the managers know who might want to make some changes in their lineups and maybe take the blades out of some shaving kits of their players.
Yeah, I mean, he's been struggling at the plate recently.
Yeah, Macer's Tourist isn't too hot. He had another 0 for today against the White Sox, but Ballsbaby, who do you have on that Macer's Tourist watch list?
Well, first of all, I got to start off with Kevin Youkilis and Dustin Pedroia. I know both of these two guys together. They're on the Red Sox, and Youkilis is hitting 148, and Dustin Pedroia is hitting 154, and that's not good. I mean, that's not good.
Ballsbaby, come on. Ballsbaby's is a Yankees fan. You're a Yankees fan.
True.
You're picking on the Red Sox.
That's not true.
I see a little bias.
I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I mean, the numbers don't lie here, Costa. I see how people can put that connection together, but, I mean, the numbers don't lie here.
Okay, well, his journalistic bias, I understand, but my two that I have, Juan Rivera, my own, the Angels. 0 hits in his last 3 games. That is just unacceptable.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
He's just swinging at too many pitches right now. He's gonna turn around. He's a great player, but he's just not seeing the ball well. He's just swinging at too many pitches, you know.
I agree, but the Diamondbacks, Kelly Johnson, Juan Rivera's bad, but this guy is awful.
Yeah.
Hasn't had a hit all season.
Yeah.
0 for 10 on the year.
0 for 10. I mean, at what point does Diamondbacks management sit there and say, hey, are we going to sit this guy down? Do we need to clear his head a little bit? I mean, I don't know what they're going to do.
You got to get somebody else in there, Diamondbacks. You have to. It's just unacceptable.
You might want to scare him a little bit. Put him on the bench. Let him work it out himself. Send him a message, and sometimes that works, you know? Sometimes that works.
Well, let's stop picking on the guys that are struggling. Let's move on to Who's Hot.
Yeah, the better segment. Who's hot?
Exactly, the Who's Hot.
Who's hot?
Baby, who do you have that's hot this week?
Well, my number one guy, and I got to give love to my own guy here. I know, but
of course.
Garrett Atkins, you know, he might not get the love of the Brian Roberts or the Nick Markakises on my team, but Garrett Atkins down hitting like in the 7th spot. He's in the top 5 in all Triple Crown categories. He's 472 average with 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. I didn't expect it out of him, but he's playing great ball.
Are you picking him to win the Triple Crown right now? Are you picking him to win the Triple Crown?
I can't do it. You know, I can't pick him to win the Triple Crown, but I just want everybody to know he's playing really well.
Well, your whole team's playing well.
Well, I mean, but him in particular, I just want to give him a little bit of love.
All right. Well, who else you got? Who's your number 2?
My number 2 has to be Clayton Kershaw. I mean, this guy is just filthy right now with the Dodgers. C-Stall's got him over there just throwing gems every time he goes out there. 18 innings pitched, only giving up 2 earned runs for a 1.0 ERA, and he has 37 strikeouts in those 2 games. That's just ridiculous. You know what that is? Just for your math right now, 18 and a half strikeouts a game.
That's absurd.
18 and a half. That's like a major league record or something. It has to be.
It has to be. Well, I mean, if we're talking about the Dodgers,
we'll talk about the Dodgers.
We're talking about the Dodgers. I have to mention Man Ram as who's hot.
Oh, of course.
Man Ram.
Okay. You want to talk about me being biased, though. Look at the hair that you have. I mean, are you going to have a little bit of a bias here?
Man Ram is hitting .469 on the year.
Okay.
And he has 2 home runs in his last 3 games. He's mashing.
Yeah.
He's mashing out there in L.A. I'm going to be honest with you. I may be the Angels manager, but I'm telling you right now I'm worried. He's got me scared. He's got me a little bit scared.
Like I said earlier, numbers don't lie. So you're right with that one. That's unreal. That's unreal.
That may be ridiculous, but the Mets made a move in management. We got Duck 08 there now, and David Wright appreciates it. Let me tell you, David Wright appreciates it.
Tell me why.
Listen to this. He's hitting .583 over his last 3 games.
That's pretty remarkable.
And that's been since the move.
Yeah.
Over 500.
I mean, I'm not a math whiz, but that's like 1 hit every 2 times he gets up.
That is one. That is.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty outstanding. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Well, we've done our who's hot and who's not. We're going to take a quick commercial break and come right back at you with our power rankings, as well as we're each going to pick a game and tell you who we're going to think is going to win it.
This is USG Radio, live from beautiful Tallahassee.
USG gamers, remember that the inaugural seasons of NCAA football, Madden, and NHL are getting ready to begin. If you're interested in playing, contact the Commish. And remember, just because you don't watch the NHL doesn't mean you can't play it on the PS3. USG doesn't get any more sin. And we're back here in Tallahassee, Florida with USG Radio. We got to move along a little bit quick just because of some time issues, so we're going to jump right into our power rankings. Balls, baby, who you got?
All right, well, we're going to go from 5 to 1 here. We're going to give it a little bit of suspense in here. All right, at 5, I got the Rangers. They just beat the White Sox today, which was a big upset. You know, the White Sox were undefeated, and they have wins over the Twins and the Rockies. So, Commish is doing well down.
Commish is playing well.
Yeah, he's doing good. All right, number 4, we got the Dodgers. Like I said, Kershaw's just filthy, all right? At number 3, I got the Cardinals. And I have the Cardinals over the Dodgers just because of that head-to-head matchup that the Cardinals won early on in the season.
Understandable.
So that's why I got the Cardinals there.
Understandable.
All right. Yeah. Number 2, I got the Phillies, and I got them at 30. They got 30 home runs on the year. Ibanez and Howard are both leading the league in home runs. They're just ripping the ball right now. And at number 1, I thought my journalistic bias wasn't going to let me put my own self in there, so I didn't want to put my own self in there, you know.
Okay.
But I got the White Sox, you know. They lost the game today, but their starting pitching is just great. I saw them shut out a good Angels team earlier today. Shut out, 1 hitter. It was a pretty good pitching performance. I think you would agree with that.
I don't exactly agree with your top 5. I'm going to be honest with you.
Let's hear it. Let me hear what
So
you got.
for me, starting at number 5, I got the Blue Jays.
Okay, yeah. Haven't played in a while.
Haven't played in a while. That's why they've kind of dropped down the list.
Right.
I'm sure they're getting their issues fixed out there.
Right.
But I have to put them in number 5. Number 4, Phillies. Honestly, the only reason the Phillies are in here is because I felt like I had to put a National League team in.
Oh,
the National League is weak.
A little bit of American
League.
The
National League is weak, okay? It just is.
He said it.
Number 3, we have the Rangers. Commish. He's in my top 5 sitting here number 3. He's 7-3 on the year, improving. He just beat the White Sox, and the White Sox are who I have at number 2. Because they just handed it to me today. Handed it to me.
I would.
One hit me, 15 Ks. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And number 1, I'm sorry, you may not put him in there. I said it last week in the press release. The Orioles are the team to beat. Everyone else is playing for second place. Controversy in Costaville will continue. Will continue because the Orioles are the team to beat.
I like your power rankings. I like where you got the number 1 team. I mean, I couldn't agree with you, but
I was feeling like you would.
Oh, yeah,
so
I appreciate it.
Now that that's out of the way, now that we know that the Orioles are gonna win it all, we might as well just give it up now. What game have you picked out in the upcoming week?
Well, I got a good game, and it's intriguing on some parts because before I look at this, the White Sox were undefeated, and now they have 1 loss, but they're still number 1 in my power poll. Going up against the Blue Jays, who I haven't played in a while, but we remember Blue Jays are a great team. When they get that PS3 back, this is gonna be a great game to watch. You mark my words.
Well, I hate to include myself in the game to watch, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. The Angels and the Rangers. I'm coming for you, Rangers.
Oh, he called
Number 3 in my power rank because I don't care. I don't care.
Just called you out.
I don't care. We're coming after you. We're going to handle you. I'm telling it like it is. The Angels are coming for you.
You're asking for it.
We just got a loss. We're looking back to get on a winning streak. I know it's a couple games down the road, but you better watch out. That's all I got to say. You better watch out.
Mm-hmm. I like your confidence. I really do.
But that's all we have here from USG Studios in Tallahassee, Florida. Oh, we got phone calls coming in all over the place.
Sorry, I'm blowing up. I'm like Buster Olney here. I'm like Buster Olney.
He doesn't even have a girlfriend. So it's his mom. It's his mom. We'll look forward to another great week of games. The Commish will be back next week. We'll see you later. USG Radio.